So cousin BJ is back. Shout out BJ Investigates, aka That Surprise Witness. She's back on the Nova topic. And a couple things came across her desk while she was away. One of which is the clip of Wack100 talking about how he was sending people to search for Nova's nexual content. That's kind of crazy. Wack100 also asked, what are people doing? How do we know people are reporting it? Well, BJ's about to show you. This is going to be good. What's the righteous word? It's your boy Gangland Neem, aka Neiman, I before the E. Man, golly, I don't know y'all. Remember that. And we back with another video. New video. Shout out to all my good subs. Greatly appreciate your support on both channels. Those of you who aren't subbed up to @JustNeem, make sure y'all do that expeditiously. But we bike. We bike. Shout out to everybody who was in the live earlier. I told you I was gonna cover this, but I wanted to do it in a video instead of on the live. But this is BJ Investigates speaking on Wack100 and Adam 22's exchange about Nova. Now, if this is your first time to the channel, like and describe off the back. Off the back, don't troll me. If this is your first time to the channel, shame on you. Shame on you. But we're going to get straight into this. Shout out BJ Investigates for the clip and all. I'm just on her live, low-key. I literally stopped it when I was on live. I was like, I'm going to just run it. Shout out BJ, though. BJ's always supporting, always showing heavy love, bro. For no reason, man. Shout out BJ. Good people. But let's start this up.
Probably lied about her age on Creek setting up her.
Why did he say that with such, like, ease? He's like, people are going to be uploading them, cutting people's heads off. What is he talking about? What? People are going to be uploading themselves brutally dismembering people during sexual relations? What the hell?
Kiwi Head got a sick mind. I'm going to just say that. Kiwi Head thinks things that are really not funny are funny. I don't know what that's about, but it is what it is.
Age, but either way it goes.
Right, now it's she lied about her age.
Her being that age, she shouldn't be able to have porn from anybody.
I just feel like it's, I mean, is it that hard to get this content removed from Twitter? You would think that there would be like a form. You would think that this would be like really at the forefront of their concerns. How do we if I owned a social media platform, one of my biggest concerns would be moderation. How are we going to get negative shit?
But how do we know people are really reporting it?
I mean, it's pretty easy. You press like 2 buttons.
How do we know people have reported it?
There's a very large.
First of all, I know y'all heard that.
And real quick, Kiwi, you on a whole platform right now where you don't be doing no moderation. You got gang politics, all type of done stem from your platform, including indictments. Just throwing that out there, like, come on, man. But let's go, BJ.
911 call. So there's that. And there's that. I began reporting on October 9th to X, the platform. A child is being exploited by adults and used for online content. I saw child blank against my will. This is my report I wrote this morning depicting the child in sexual acts. She's been advertised by adults, including her mother and YouTubers, Adam Gray and Mason from No Jumper and Mark Leta from Soft White Underbelly as a teenage prostitute, 13-year-old prostitute, and a 13-year-old runaway. She's been reported missing several times.
For the record, these are receipts. Wack100 said, how do we know people are reporting it? I feel like anyone who comes across child porn should definitely report it. That's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Unless you some type of creep freakazoid. But these are the receipts. BJ telling you exactly who she reported them to. The FBI, all kind of people. Pay attention.
Under several names. Controversial YouTuber Mark Leta interviewed her several times. The cyber tip line. I reported it to the cyber tip line. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. I actually have a report number. How do you know that people have been reporting it? Well, here's the report number, 221-438-529. That was October 9th. I also reported the YouTube channel on October 9th for going against the community guidelines. I also reported the video. I started tweeting about it. That same day, I reported it to the FBI. I said controversial YouTuber Mark Leta advertised this child as a 13-year-old prostitute or runaway in December 2023 on his YouTube channel with millions of subscribers. The child is now advertising sexual abuse material for sale. I reported it to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
She's reporting it. And this is what I want to say, too, because I know a lot of people, I know how, like, the internet is, the audience be, oh, she's snitching. Yo, bro, this is a child. We're not talking about some criminals, some street entities or characters or something. This is a child, man. And if nobody understands that, that's foul, then I don't know what to tell you, straight up.
It to X. I reported it to YouTube. At the time, on the 9th, the videos were still available. I'm assuming to view. They were hidden from me as soon as I reported them, so I didn't see them. I also took down the names of people who were commenting on it. The next day, on October 10th, I called the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children again, called them and talked to a lady named
Hey, you better watch yourselves in them comments, too. I said that earlier on live. Y'all don't know who's watching what, who's paying attention to what. If y'all in comments with weirdo stuff, pay attention. Even if you think you dropping a joke, what's funny to you might not be funny to the law. Just throwing that out there. I don't know if the law got the same sense of humor as Kiwi Head and the internet. Just throwing that out there. Let's continue. Not laughing, but I'm just saying, like, for real, though. Y'all be saying wow in the comments. She like, yo, I also took the names of people in the comments. Not even quite sure what Cousin BJ doing that for, but she is. And hey, if you said something questionable, just throwing that out there.
Kayla for about 7 or 8 minutes to update on report number, same report number. I added to the report number on the 10th. 221-438-529. I reported it to the FBI on the 10th. LAPD non-emergency line. I know y'all heard that call. I did the FOIA request. That was request number 25-14918. Your record request 25-14918 has been submitted. I also called the cops in New Jersey, the Lawrenceville cops. They said an officer would call me back, which she did. We were on the phone for about 30 minutes. Again, I called the tip. Then I reported it to the tip line online. I called the FBI tip line in Newark, the Newark field office. I called the Department of Homeland Security and gave them a tip. I called LA Crime Stoppers. How do we know that people are actually reporting it? Wack100 wants to know. Well, I went and reported it, and it's tip ID number 365-W189-423. They even gave me a password. I'm going to keep that to myself because I don't know what it's for. But I also did a typed out tip, ID number 365-W189-423 on a two-way dialogue. I said there is child blank on Twitter. Nobody is taking it down. I tried, this is on the 13th. This is 4 days of me trying to report this, okay?
And no, this not content for Shorty neither. She done got people out of conservatorships and all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was telling me, look up her Amanda Rabb story. She also got, what's his name, Bam Margera, up out of conservatorship and some more shit. So just throwing that out there, like it's not content for everybody. So just be aware of that. You feel me? Again, this is somebody, she working law. She was a lawyer or attorney or something like that. She just not practicing at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Ain't content for everybody, and know who you messing with out there. She got receipts. Said, oh, you want to know Wack100? She get a whole damn laundry list of the people. She said Crime Stoppers, gang. She said, I hit the Crime Stoppers hotline. The hell? She said LAPD don't like me much, but I hit them too.
This is on the 13th. I tried to report it. It's still up. Not only that, but the account is offering it for sale. The account is still up. Not only that, but the account continues to post more and more. Child blank. I'm sick and disgusted. Someone please help take this down. That was on the 13th. I called the child protection hotline, like CPS in Los Angeles. This is all, I'm just telling y'all what I did, because Wack100 saying, how do we know people actually reported it? I'm telling y'all, these are the numbers. I have FOIA request number 25-14918. I have phone calls recorded. I have
She got numbers and hyphens, gang. My bad, about to mute. She got numbers and hyphens, gang. Pay attention. BJ Investigates is not going. Stop playing with her, Wack100.
tip ID 365-W1899423 with the Crime Stoppers. I have check mark tip submitted from FBI. I have National Center Children Missing Exploited Children 221438529. Okay. This is how you know people actually reported it, because I'm telling you I did. And I've played the phone call for y'all several times. And finally, I reported it a 10th time, a 10th thing on my list here. I reported it to X on a different way. Somebody told me, this lady on Twitter, BX, she told me there's a different way to report stuff from going straight from the profile. There's like a child abuse exploitation website that Twitter has running separately, and I reported it there as well. And it wasn't long after that, I believe it was actually finally taken down. The question should be, why didn't you report it as a grown man? Let alone, why did you have someone search to see if it's real? I mean, seriously.
Nasty work. I said the same thing in my reaction to this. I'm like, bro, why would you get a group of adults, silly adults, mind you, I just want to tell you that, whoever y'all may be, silly adults. You get a group of adults to search for this underage pornography, right? And then you had them research it, see what's going on, then send it to you. You try to act like you didn't see it. Come on, gang. Come on, man. He who knows it all, he who has it all in the war chest. You got this link and you did not click that link and peep that. That's nasty. It should be reported. You should have had all your people on your team report it. Talk about how do we know people really report. We know your ass ain't. That's what we know for sure. Straight up. Again, Mr. Varro told me, hey, bro, you might not be with everything. You might not want to do everything. Everything ain't for everybody. You feel me? I respect your moves and all that. But he said, yo, when people are willing to do these things, sometimes you got to step to the side and let them do those things. Everything ain't for everybody. Everybody don't want to call every branch of the law. But some people do. So you got to step aside and let them do what they do. At the end of the day, we are talking about an underage girl. She's infamous at this point to me. She's infamous in Los Angeles. Might be wider range than that. I don't know. But I'm talking about my city. She's infamous for being an underage streetwalker. We're not talking about just some wayward chick, some adult who just want to be doing what she doing. Oh, everybody knows her. No, we talking about a child. And niggas is researching, going through footages, sending footages back and forth, but nobody says nothing about no reporting nothing. That's wild to me. Again, I ain't come across nothing like that. Boop, report, straight up. I'd be mortified if Shorty came across my timeline doing some unspeakables, underage. What are you talking about? I don't even know what. Again, BJ said it just came across. I'm like, I don't even know how that happens. Straight up. I'll be tight. And it need to be reported. Niggas up here having discussion about it. Doing nothing.
I mean, I spent days, hours, I'll say, hours, truly hours of my life trying to report this. And then this buffoon is going, this oaf, this uninitiated novice is going to sit here and say, how do we know that people really report? Shut up. Why didn't you?
Community of people online who are pretty invested in the Tania and Nova saga.
Me.
So I feel like there's,
but
there's people out there.
did you hear that other clip? That clip that's floating around?
What was it?
Okay.
Where she's saying she's talking.
So now they want to deflect. Okay. Now, it's been only 2 minutes of this video. I've stopped it so many times, but just to remind you, Wack100's talking, and Adam 1622 Grand Mason says, I don't appreciate that you send me links of illegal material of Tania's kid, which is Nova. Wack100 starts saying all kinds of excuses. First of all, I didn't know if it was real. Second of all, I didn't know, X was allowed to just post that up there like that. Third of all, I didn't look at it. I had other people look at it, and the other people that looked at it told me you can't even tell it's her, right? All these different excuses to get some type of, I guess, accountability off of him. And then he starts throwing stones at people like me, just like, sitting over here on a totally other coast, minding my own business, and this degeneracy keeps being thrust upon my timeline. I keep having to do something about it because of my karmic duty, my dharmic duty. How do we know people are actually reporting it? I mean, what the hell does that have to do with the fact that you sent a link of it to somebody else? How do we know people are reporting it? He's trying to push blame off anybody and everybody other than him.
Facts. I said that in my reaction too. Big deflection. Yo, my boy, the conversation kicked off with, I don't know how I feel. This was Kiwi Head. I don't know how I feel about you sending me links to underage pornography, gang. Come on. Come on. That's how it kicked off. You sent him the link. At best, that's just wildly inappropriate. It don't matter who you had, even though you had a group of adults search for this content, look through the content, send it to you, you looked at it, even though you say you didn't, but you just sent it over to Kiwi Head, but you didn't look at it. Okay. At best, it's just inappropriate. Hey, take a look at this. What was your intention in sending the link? I got questions. I want to know. Like, what, bro? What do you mean? What was the point of you sending that link?
He's admitting to having people not only go and find this stuff, but then took the link into his own possession. And then gave it and sent it over to Adam. So Adam is kind of like snitching. Adam's like, I don't really like that you sent me that. What in the hell? And then that's whenever the excuses start. So all these excuses are going one way and the other way. Oh, I don't even know if it's her. You can't tell it's her. I had other people do it. I didn't know if it was going to be real. When none of that really was going to pass muster. Now it's passed the blame on to the people reporting it who were assaulted by this stuff. Clearly, I'm way more offended by it than him, because I never would have went and looked for this stuff. I never would have sought this out like he's admitting to doing or having his team do. I never, ever would have done that. The only people I wanted to do anything about it was the authorities, and they took them quite a while to do it. I don't actually know who did anything. Might have just been Twitter. I really don't know. Right. Is it dissemination? I don't know. Is the profile actually hers? Or is it ran by others? Is a great question. I don't know. I have no idea. And I don't really want to, and I'm going to leave that to the experts to figure out. But then whenever that wasn't really going to work, now I guess Wack100 wants to just blame it on anybody and everybody else even more so. So that's when he starts to bring in Tania. Okay, he's about to bring in Tania. Did you hear that clip though? Forget about me sending you the child blank link.
Look, I told y'all that too during this reaction. I said that. I'm like, yo, he trying to move this conversation along, but he's trying to do it smooth. But I could tell, not smooth, gang. He try to do it smooth where he don't seem like, because you was out of pocket even admitting to that. Straight up. Even admitting to it. Then you went further to say that you had people search for it, a team of adults search for it. I think what went on was Kiwi Head is like, yo, I want to be in the clear on anything. So what I'm going to do is, on the record, for the record, I'm going to say, I don't know why you sent me this link. I didn't want this link. I think that's what Kiwi Head was doing, straight up. My brother said that earlier, and I believe that too. He like, yo, I don't got nothing to do with this. We had a conversation. You took it upon yourself to get a team of adults to find this illegal content, and then you sent it to me like I wanted it. Unwarranted. I didn't ask you to send me no link. That's weird. Weird.
link. Forget about that. Did you hear about Tania?
Ordered it.
There's a very large community of people online who are pretty invested in the Tania and Nova saga.
Oh.
So I feel like there's,
but
there's
did you hear that other clip? That clip that's floating around?
What was it?
Where she's saying she's talking to a trick and her mother is telling her how to talk to the trick.
I had not heard this clip until Wack100 brought it up. I have not seen every single Nova clip by any means, but interesting he would have this just on deck like this. Very interesting.
I sent you that clip.
Yeah, I mean, on one hand,
she's saying my mother's telling me don't talk to the trick like this. Say this to him.
Yeah, it's ugly. It's crazy, but at the same time,
let me ask you a question.
That's the family business, right?
Let me ask you a question.
Is that the family
business?
What's
the difference between her and the people they picked up on the Hoover indictment?
I would assume Tania's not like actually involved in anything.
So I don't know if Wack100 is asking like rhetorically, like what's actually the difference, or if he's just like saying like in a rhetorical way, like, well, what's the difference between, you know, why are they getting in trouble if her mom's not even getting in trouble? And it's like, is this rhetorical? Or are you saying like, well, she needs to get in trouble too? Or are you actually asking like from a legal perspective? Because I mean, I have the indictment and I could pull it up and I can tell you what's the difference between what the people who are being charged in the indictment and the people and Tania. The people that are being charged in the indictment for child ST, and this is the Hoover's RICO, not to be confused with the big U RICO. These are different RICOs. The Hoover's RICO is saying that like they were kidnapping, they were holding people against their will, they were forcing the labor of the children, the underage people, they were forcing the money, any money that was made by the children in doing these illegal acts was then collected by the gang. So that's the allegations against the Hoovers. Again, innocent until proven guilty. I don't know any of these people. I had never heard of a single one of their names. Now the 14-year-old that is mentioned in the Hoover indictment is not mentioned by name. It's just mentioned as somebody who was 14 years old a couple years ago. This is, I believe, why people have started to say that this is Nova. I don't know that it's Nova. I don't know for sure if it's Nova or not. And even if I did know if it was Nova or not, which I do not, I wouldn't be rushing out to tell everybody about it like Wack100. Wack100 has falsely stated that Nova's name is in this Hoover indictment. That isn't true. That isn't true. I haven't seen that. Maybe, I mean, if he could point to the page where that is, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm missing it. But Nova's name is nowhere in the indictment. And indeed, no victims' names are in the indictment. The victims' names are like victim 14, victim 12, victim 11, victim 6. It doesn't say victims' names, even the ones that are above the age of consent. So Nova's name is not in the Hoover indictment. So it really was Wack100 and ATM Richie who brought Nova's name up. Okay. And that's why I ended up making the video, the first Nova video on my other channel and all of that. So I don't know if Wack100 is just like asking like rhetorically, like, well, what's the difference between them and this child's own mother endorsing it or encouraging it? It's like, well, hate to be the one to agree with Adam 1622 Grand Mason, but even a broken clock is right twice a day. What he said is kind of true. It's like, well, there's a difference between, you know, just giving advice and like kidnap and holding someone hostage and forcing them to have relations with grown men against their will and taking all the money from it, like,
and putting them in dog cages and all kind of other dastardly that ATM Richie was talking about. Let's not forget that. Again, we know what the difference is. Wack100 was just trying to take all the heat off of him having a link to some illegal in his phone that he had some other adults search for and send it to Kiwi Head. Simple as that. It's not really much to that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out BJ Investigates for the good old clip. You know what I'm saying? Again, BJ gonna do her due diligence. That's part of a longer live. I just played a little bit of that to react to it. Y'all definitely go tap in with that last live she did over at That Surprise Witness, because she's not letting up. And again, Wack100, everybody got some questions about your part in a lot of things, man. A lot of things. And now this is just different. And BJ said earlier in the live that she is indeed looking into Cash Jones. Just throwing that out there. So, you know, everybody better have all their ducks in order. Straight like that. Now, when y'all see that link on the screen, please smash that and tap in with your boy Just Neem. Please sub up to the second channel, y'all. That's everything that's not no jumper and all that. Make sure y'all go support over there. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting. I greatly appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Keep running up them numbers for me. Keep running up the subs. Keep running up the likes and all that. Oh, yeah, and hype me up on this video. Hype me up. Hey, hype me up. I need all that. I don't know how to do it still, but hype me up. Now, if this is your first time to the channel, like, subscribe, comment, and share, please, and thank you. We need that for the algorithm. If you go to the top of the page, smash that Instagram link. Follow me on Instagram. Shoot me any content y'all want me to react to there. Also, join up in the Discord. Good people, positive vibes 100% of the time. We got a good community over there, man. Video games, music, conversation, just real people doing real things, man. Shout out to the Discord. But what I would like y'all to do is get in them comments and let me know what y'all think about the things that BJ Investigates had to say. Do you think that something's about to be coming Wack100's way for possessing this illegal footage? Because that's what it is. And the fact that you sent adults to find it, look through it, and send it to you, and then you sent it to another person, it's got to be something. I don't know law. I'm not a law dog, but that sounds like something illegal. Straight up. Just throwing that out there. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. It's your boy Gangland Neem. Peace.